another episode of the Higher Level podcast. So tonight on the show, we're going to be doing some fight picks. We're going to be discussing the UFC on ESPN 12 card that's headlined by Dustin Poirier and Dan Hooker. And so tonight, going through the fight picks, we have Stevie McIntosh joining us, and we also have Higher Level head coach James Doolan. So this will be fun. Let's fire through the picks and see how many guys you know and don't know. That was for you, Stevie.
I'll come in at the Penna fight. That's the only one of the prelims I know.
So I guess we'll start off with, as we were just speaking about a minute ago before we started recording. First fight of the night is going to be Jinh Yu Frey, and she's going to be coming in against Kay Hansen. So she's making her promotional debut. She's obviously a highly touted fighter. I saw Jack Black discussing her briefly. Do you know much about her, James?
Jack Slack. Jack Black. Jack Slack.
Me? No, come on. Don't be crazy.
I think she's like Freya is. I think she's like the hottest prospect in Asia, the new type of thing at the weight. Fairly accomplished fighter and stuff. But a lot of eyes on her debut, I think. I think opponent-wise, she's got an opponent that she can look good against.
Yeah, she's been competing in Invicta. And I think she fought in Rising as well, didn't she?
Yep. She's tested. I think most of the girls that are doing well in Invicta should transfer well over into the UFC. It's pretty much the same division, really.
Yeah, and as you say, it's one of the fights where it looks like she's been brought into win and look good, and she's another good prospect to add to the division.
Yeah. So,
kind of obvious where you're going with this one.
Yeah, she should win convincingly, I think.
Yeah, and next up we'll have on the card, we've got Jordan Griffin versus Youssef Zalal. Knowledge on the fighters, do you know much about them?
The featherweights, right? They're in Danny's division. Griffin, I know. Pretty good fighter. Both of them are competent. I think I'd probably lean towards Griffin winning. But again, it's guys that are not really that up to date, or you don't watch them too much. Maybe if it's on the telly, you'll watch it or whatever. But it's not really guys that I pay a lot of attention to. I know Griffin. I've seen him a couple of times. I think he should win.
Griffin coming off the Contender Series, didn't he?
Yep.
Perfect. And I would tend to agree with you there more than anything else, because I've seen Griffin fight. And next up we've got Ramez Baramaj and Takashi Sato. Again, sometimes when we're going through these prelim fights, I know personally myself, I don't really know any of the two guys. Stevie, quickly I'll get you to jump in. I know you said you're really familiar with all these guys in the prelims.
I've absolutely no idea who any of them are.
I'm going to get a pick off you anyway. Just take a guess. Who we go, Baramaj or Sato?
The guy Soto sounds mental just for the name. So I'm going to take him. Just based on the name, I'm taking him.
Even the more experienced of both guys. Anyway, he's 15-3.
He's a crafty veteran.
Crafty veteran.
I'll take the veteran every time. Grind out a decision win.
And James?
I'm the same Stevie. I don't really know these guys too much. But I'll go against Sato. I'll pick the other guy.
Oh, come on.
Is that purely just to go against Stevie?
Aye, just to make it competitive in case we pick the rest for the rest of the fights.
And next up we've got in the heavyweight division, we've got Tanner Bossa versus Philip Lins.
I think I've heard of him. The Bossa guy. I think I've seen him fight before. Heavyweight. Is that a heavyweight fight?
Yeah, heavyweight, mate.
I think I've seen him fight.
Yeah.
So that's anybody's fight. The heavyweights are usually pretty one shot.
Aye, that's it. And Lynn himself, this is his second fight in the UFC. He debuted, he came in against Arlovsky. He lost that fight against Arlovsky in a decision.
I'll go for the other guy.
Go for Lynn's just purely.
Since he lost Arlovsky's on the decline, and this guy's coming hungry.
Well, to be fair, Bosser's coming off a loss to Cyril Gane.
For fuck's sake.
Cyril Gane's decent, but
aye, absolutely.
I lost to him right now is probably not as bad as I lost to Arlovsky right now.
Aye.
See right now, if you're a heavy, what do you think? See right now, we're coming off the fight picks a wee bit here, but if you're coming into UFC as a heavyweight, like Tom Aspinall, it's a division where you do a couple of really good performances and you're right there in the mix. Unlike other divisions where you might need to put 5 or 6 wins together to get up there. A couple of good wins in heavy. I think that's a motivating factor for these younger heavyweights coming through. That
it should be. I think you'll see this way. Cyril Gane's due to fight again, and he'll be, if he wins, that'll be him 4-0. They'll be talking about him for title shots after one more win, I think. And he's not really fought anybody. He's not fought any of the kind of top end guys. And then we talked about this with the Tom Aspinall podcast. Like the top end of that are all guys that are in their late 30s. Like they're all old guys. They can't be about for much longer.
What age is Ngannou?
He's old, man. He's like 38, 39, I think.
But I think Ngannou, he's not getting that fight mileage. No, like an Arlovsky. Arlovsky's a guy who's been great.
He's pretty new in the MMA though, isn't he, Ngannou? I don't think
6 years or something.
He's not really. So he's stopped him pretty quick, so he's probably got a good few fights left in him.
So is it, in terms of mileage, he doesn't have a lot of mileage on the body. Like you say, he's sparking people pretty quick. Obviously, there's been the odd blip in the road with, obviously, Stipe, who's arguably the best heavyweight of all time.
I like Stipe.
But yeah, it's just an interesting one that it's a division.
It's why
no other division can you move that quick.
No.
It's why most of these gyms are crying out for a good heavyweight, because the division's that shallow. Like, it's not like going in at lightweight where you're seeing guys putting one, or even if you look at featherweight with Arnold Dallin, I think he's on a 7 or 8 fight winning streak. I think he's ranked number 11. If you had to win that number of fights at heavyweight, you're past title shot.
You probably defended your belt 3 times.
Yeah.
You'd Walt Harris obviously coming off the win against Volkanovski there, but I think the way he fought, I don't think he'd done himself any favours. And I think obviously the other big factor is if Ngannou, who probably will be getting a title shot straight after Stipe DC, if he happened to win the belt, it's going to be very difficult for Walt Harris to get a shot at him because of the way the 2 fights went. Curtis Blades. Fucking hell.
You think of Rolf Harris, James?
Aye, no. Curtis Blades, sorry. Walt Harris. So Walt Harris, sorry. What do you reckon, James? I was going to say good job we don't do this live, but we're not going to edit that out anyway. Curtis Blades. So, what I was saying there is it's going to be very difficult for Curtis Blades to get a title shot.
Yeah, I think he's already lost to Ngannou. He's not lost him twice.
Twice, aye.
And the way he's knocking people out, they're always going to put him in ahead of guys just because he's more entertaining to watch.
That last Ngannou fight was ridiculous, man. That was one of the worst knockouts I've ever seen. It was horrendous. He just ran up.
Do you think obviously he ran at his opponent, but there was a lot of, it was kind of technique out the window and it was just berserker mode. Do you think he gets away with doing that with like a Stipe or a DC?
Nah, they'll double leg him. Nah. Anybody with a bit of wrestling is going to level change and double leg him when he runs at him like that. That guy was sold as this kickboxer. Didn't move his head, just kind of let him run right up. Didn't even move off to the side. But I think any of the other guys know that the first round you're wrestling him.
Yeah.
Aye.
I'd like to see Ngannou Cormier fight though. I thought that would be a wee bit more interesting, but I can't see Cormier not beating him, but it would still be a more interesting fight, I think.
It's one we'll still see though, obviously depending on how things go with Stipe DC.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's definitely one we still might see in the future. But moving along with the fight picks, so we've got Mara Romero Barella. He's fighting on the card, but it's still coming up as an opponent to be decided. So I don't know if that's just not been updated in the website, but anyway, we'll skip to the main event of the prelim. Luis Pena versus Kama Worthy. So we're probably all familiar with Lewis Pena. He's been about a while, coming from tough. So, Stevie, thoughts on the fight? Know anything about the opponent or?
Yeah, I've seen that Pena fight a few times. He was in the Ultimate Fighter, wasn't he? I fancy him to take it. I've seen the other guy. The other guy's got a good win though. I think he won on his UFC debut as well.
Kama Worthy?
Yeah, he looked actually reasonably impressive as well, but I would fancy that Pena. I think if he can keep it long and stay on the outside, I think he should be fine. He's got a few decent submissions as well, that Pena. He's pretty tricky, but I've seen obviously some of his fights as well, he can get grinded out, I think. But I fancy him to take it. If I've got a pick, I would say Pena.
Yeah, he's a big kid as well. He's no small dude. He's a big kid. What, 6'3"?
He's like 6'2" or 6'3" or something.
6'3", so he's a fair old size.
Yeah, it's a big lightweight
for the division. James, who would you go for in that fight?
I'm leaning towards Pena as well. I think it's a good fight, man. The other kid was very good in his last fight in the UFC. I think it's probably why his bodies sell this fight. Headlining the prelims and stuff. I think Pena's maybe just a wee bit too much in terms of physicality and also experience for him just now. So I'll be leaning towards Pena. I don't know if he'll stop him or not, but I think he'd probably outpoint him.
Perfect. And so then we jump on to the main card. So the main card is going to be kicked off by Julian Arosa, and he's going to be going in against the undefeated Sean Woodson. James, we'll switch it up and get your thoughts on this one first.
I've seen Arosa before. I actually seen him at Cage Warriors when he came over and fought Paddy Pimlet, I think. I'm not too sure about that other kid. What's the other kid's record?
So he's 7-0. 7-0.
He's 6'3".
He's about 6'2", and he came off the contender series. He won against Terence McKinney, and then he fought in the Reyes versus Weidman card and beat Kyle Bochniak. That was a unanimous decision.
He looks decent, the big guy.
I'll probably go with him. I think if he'd just told me he was coming off the contender series, I wouldn't have been that fussed, because some of the guys aren't that great. But Kyle Bochniak's a good fighter. That's a good win, man. I'll probably take Arosa to lose. I think he's just a wee bit. He's getting on a wee bit. Arosa, like he was in the Ultimate Fighter, he was in the UFC for a bit. He was out. Had that wee stint in Cage Warriors, and he's obviously back in. I know the UFC's signing all the guys now because they can't get any of the international people in the country. So, and he's. I don't know. I'll go with the other guy. I don't think Arosa can win this one.
So Sean Woodson.
Sean Woodson.
Stevie, where you at with this one?
I'm going for the other dude as well. I done a wee bit of background check in my 5 minutes of preparation. The other dude's a Golden Gloves champion. I know I've seen, and I think I watched a few of his fights. It's obviously really long. It's like 6'2.5", 6'3" for a featherweight. It's pretty crazy. He used to fight at I think his pro debut was at middleweight, and he fought and he boxed at 200 pounds. So he'll probably have a lot of power for a featherweight. He looks pretty decent on the feet. Good combos. Obviously, he's predominantly boxing based, but he looks good. I fancy him to take it. I've seen that Rosa. He actually looked good against Pimlet. I actually thought he won that fight. But I am going for the other dude.
This looks like a fight that's set up for Sean Woodson to build him.
Yeah,
big opportunity for him. Obviously,
Stevie's just picking all the tall, lanky fighters. That's what he's like. He's 6'3". He's 6'2". Whatever.
He's going to be team lanky in this one.
Fuck all the midgets.
We've got a couple of other big guys, but I wouldn't quite call them lanky. So we've got Morris Green. This fight's at heavyweight, and he's going to be fighting Gian Villante. Obviously, Gian normally fights at 205, so he's up to heavyweight. Morris Green's coming off the back of a couple of losses, so I don't know if there may be some pressure on there. And I think Gian Villante, I'll just need to double check. He's not coming off a couple. He's just coming off one loss. He lost his last fight. So James, thoughts on Gian moving up to heavyweight?
I think most of the guys, if you're a proper light heavyweight, then coming up every now and again for the right match, I don't think it's that much of a problem. I don't know how much notice these guys are taking the fight on with quarantine and whatever. So the problem I've got it with is you just can't trust that Gian Villante guy. Sometimes he looks absolutely phenomenal, and then other times he looks like he's never trained a day in his life. It's a weird one. I know Green's coming off some losses, but I'll probably tend to lean towards Green just because he's a natural heavyweight, and for the reason that Villante sometimes just has brain farts and makes mistakes.
Aye, you do notice that in his fights. It's almost like it's just like he doesn't. Sometimes it's like he doesn't care the way he fights in there. And
it's like he's not mentally there sometimes.
Aye, and obviously Stevie will be loving this. Morris Green's a big lad, man. He's 6'7", so he's a proper heavyweight.
I watched that Morris Green's last fight. It didn't look up to much, to be honest, but I'm just going to take him because his second name's Green. I like the colour green.
He's tall and his second name's Green. He must be sitting there with a semi or something.
Shouldn't have even asked him who he'd picked in that
one. I don't really like that Villante either. He's not great, to be honest. Like you say, sometimes he turns up, sometimes he doesn't. But that Green's coming off a loss to that Olenek as well. But he doesn't look great grappling. So that Villante's smart, he'll try and take him down, especially when being the linker fighter. But like I said, it depends who turns up. If he turns up on the night or whatever. But I'll go for Green.
Perfect. Then up next in the card, obviously, we've got Brendan Allen and Kyle Dawkins. Obviously, Kyle Dawkins, undefeated fighter. He's coming in as 9-0. Brendan Allen, the last time we saw him out, he obviously got a victory against Tom Breeze. So looks like it could be a good fight. But again, is this potentially another fight where they're looking to keep Kyle Dawkins moving on? I'll come to you, Stevie. What do you think there?
Did they beat Breeze? He looked actually pretty impressive. Was that his debut?
Brendan Allen.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was his debut, to be honest with you. I think he's another guy to come off the Contender Series. So he come off the Contender Series. He beat Kevin Holland as well. He subbed him in the second round.
He stopped Breeze, didn't he? He stopped
Breeze in the first round.
But Breeze is really good. So I've not seen another dude fight. I've not seen another guy fight.
It's impressive as well because Kevin Holland, as long as my mind's not playing tricks on me, which it has been this episode, Kevin Holland's got pretty good grappling in that as well. So he managed to choke him in the second round of his fight, and then obviously finish Breeze in the first.
Yeah, I'll sway towards him. I've not really got any knowledge on the other guy.
So it's let's see. And James, what's your thoughts on this one?
I've got Allen as well. I think Dawkins is a submission guy as well. He's predominantly a grappler, and Allen's already beat two very good grapplers in Holland and more so Tom Breeze, who's like a phenomenal grappler. So I reckon Allen wins this one. I think I'll give him a lot of props for beating Tom Breeze because I rate Tom Breeze as a good fighter. I think I'll take somebody with maybe a lot better wrestling to stop Brendan Allen than this guy. I think it will end up on the ground, and he seems to do really well on the ground with good grapplers. So I'll go with Allen. And
interestingly, Dawkins he did fight in the Contender Series and he did win, but never get signed. So this is his big opportunity then after that. And the next one, now this is going to be an interesting one. So we've got more to do with the corner, I would say, than anything else. So we've got Mickey Gall versus Mike Perry. So before we get into the actual fight picks, let's talk about Mike Perry. Seems to be committed to what he's saying. He seems to be going to get his bump in his corner. So would you ever consider doing that? Just telling James, listen, I don't need you there. My missus has got to dive in the corner. She'll be doing everything for me.
The only time I thought about doing that is when I was fighting that wee Wesley.
Aye, to be fair.
I actually could have got my birthday fight that time, I think.
Aye, just get her to just do again for the first couple of minutes, see how
You watch what you're saying about him. He's on a tear at that UFC now.
Aye, listen, Stevie, you need to get a call out to get down to this quarantine fighting.
He is looking good, to be fair to him.
I wouldn't go that far.
What's the fight again?
Mickey Gall, Mike Perry.
I think Perry takes that. I think Perry can stop him. I know his grappling's not great. I just think that Mickey. I don't really rate that Mickey Gall too highly, to be honest. Mike Perry's fucking. He's tough as he comes, man. I know he's not the most. Watch him hitting the bag and that sometimes, man. Like on his like Instagram, you're like, this guy's fucking hopeless. Kind of like he doesn't even punch correctly like that. But when you watch him fight, man, he's exciting. He's a good fighter. But I know that Mickey Gall's decent on the ground, but I've got to go towards Perry. I think Perry takes it.
Yeah, so, and for you, James, in the corner, it kind of seems to me like with Mike Perry, is he the type of guy that really takes on board corner advice? If you're being honest, he doesn't seem like he's that type of guy.
Nah.
So do you think it makes an impact at his birds in the corner?
Nah, he doesn't listen to him. He's also, if you look at his track record, he's been to multiple different gyms and different camps. And he fought on the Nashville card when Stevie fought Lozon, and it was his girlfriend's wife at the time that cornered him. She was doing stuff warming up with the pads and all that stuff. And then he went out and knocked out Jake Ellenberger with that elbow that night and got a bonus. So I don't think he listens, man. I think for what I heard, they had a really good kind of relationship with Frank Lester when he was at Jackson's. He obviously left there and stuff, but I don't think it matters. You know what you're getting with Perry. He's never getting in with a game plan. He's going in there and he's going to look to bomb you. He's going to look to let you throw shots at him, and I think that he can hit harder than you, and you won't be able to take his power, which a lot of the guys can't, to be honest. He's got some big wins on his record, Perry.
Yeah.
He's on a wee bit of a slide now, but if you look at who he's fought, the UFC's never done him any favours in terms, because they know he's exciting, so they just keep putting him with these other exciting fighters. And I think I'm the same as Stevie. I don't really. Mickey Gall's famous for calling it CM Punk.
Aye.
And they keep going about being a brown belt and jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. I know he's been working in striking with Joe Schilling and stuff like that, but he's not that impressive, man. He's just a run of the mill, I think. I don't know. It's kind of a make or break fight for Perry, because if he loses to Mickey Gall, then he's going to be getting young up and comers coming at him. If he gets a win there, maybe like a nice knockout or something, they'll fire him back in with more of the action fighters up the top end of the division. I kind of like Mike Perry, man. I think he's just fun to watch. Like he's a madman, nutter and stuff. I'm hoping Perry wins, but at the same time, I think Mickey Gall's probably disciplined enough to come up with a game plan and just try and wrestle him and lie on top of him and maybe get a submission. But I wouldn't even be surprised if he pulls guard and tries to sub him for guard. But I'm hoping that Perry wins.
You've got to be thinking when Perry's looking at this fight. Because, I mean, looking at who he's fought recently, Jeff Neal, Vincenzo Luque,
Danny Roberts,
Alex Oliveira, Donald Cerrone, Paul Felder. I mean, there's some fucking... He's just monster after monster.
He's got a new bird now, though.
What's that?
He's got a new bird.
Aye, he's got a new bird, She's bringing the corner wizardry. Has this got to be as bad a corner as Diego Sanchez's? Can't be that bad, surely.
That was
better than him. I'm hoping she doesn't climb out of the cage and try and do him in with a shoe or something.
I'm kind of hoping that does happen.
Yeah,
happen at some point.
So where are we going with that? So both of you seem to be leaning towards Perry then?
Aye, with Perry.
And then we move on to the main event. That's a fight I'm really looking forward to. We've got Dustin Poirier. He's going in against Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker has been doing fantastic recently. Thoughts on the fight first of all? Just whoever one he's jump in and give me your thoughts on it.
I'm kind of going. It's a tough one, man. Hooker's on a tear there now, but the guys at Poirier's fought. He's been at the top, and I kind of used to watch Poirier, to be honest. But Hooker's no joke, man. He's and just the form he's on now as well, and he's been really pretty active. I'm just edging towards Poirier just on the fact that although they're both good striking, I think Poirier's just a wee bit more well-rounded, and I think he's been kind of in the dog fights a wee bit more. And I think I fancy him just to take it. I think it's very close, so that's a kind of flip a coin one. Hooker's like a really exciting striker, but I think Poirier's just a wee bit more well-rounded. I think I can try to see him maybe wrestle a wee bit more in this fight. But definitely a good fight. A really close one to call. It's a tough one to call.
Yeah, and James, for you, who are you going for? What do you think is going to be the big difference in this fight? Do you see any one way? For example, obviously Hooker's low kicks are really good, and would you see being a difference maker in the fight?
I think it's a great fight, man. You look back even at the last bunch of fights both the guys have had. Dustin's only lost to Khabib recently. Way back it was Conor, but he's beat like Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje. He's absolutely class. But then Hooker's beat some good names as well. But the thing that sways it for me was the Hooker's fight with Edson Barboza. It was like the first time he's came up against one of the elite level guys, like a top 5 level guy. No guys like that he's used to fighting that you'd expect him to beat, like James Vick and stuff like that. So I'm going towards Dustin Poirier. Part of me thinks that Hooker's actually got more variety in terms of strikes, like he kicks and knees better. But I think Dustin's a better puncher. I think at some point he will wrestle. I think if he can back Dan Hooker up, he can have success with him. Even Mark Diakese had a wee bit of success with him, backing him up and stuff like that. And Dustin can definitely fight that way. But Poirier's coming off wins against Max Holloway and like just exceptional fighters, Gaethje, Alvarez. Whereas the one time Hooker's stepped up to that level was against Barboza, and he came up short that time. So I would like Hooker to win. I'm a massive fan of his. I just like that style where he boxes into the knees and the elbows and stuff are coming, that Thai style. But I think Dustin Poirier maybe have a bit of a point to prove as well, coming off that Khabib loss.
Yeah, because I think as well he felt, I mean, it did look like he didn't perform at his best in that Khabib fight. It just seemed like the occasion maybe just got the better of him a wee bit.
It looked like there's a weird thing happens in fighting where if you concentrate on the stuff you don't want to happen too much, it happens, and that's exactly what happened with him that night. He'd probably spent too much time worrying about what Khabib can do, and before he knew it, he was on the fence, and then he was getting took down, and then he was getting the wrist trap, and then it was just an avalanche after that. I think that's what happened to him. But just before it, you probably believed that he had a chance of winning that fight, and then it became really apparent really quick that he didn't. But I think he'll be looking to, he'd have been mad at himself with that opportunity, and I think he knows like Hooker's in his kind of in the way of him getting back to it. I think what he's hoping is he probably beats Hooker, Gaethje beats Khabib, and then he gets a fight with Gaethje, and then do you know what I mean? He's already beat Gaethje, so it makes him the intermediate or whatever, the interim, the legit lightweight champion of the world.
Aye, no, that's it. That's perfect. Well, that wraps up this part for the fight picks. So thanks everybody for tuning in. And we appreciate it. As always, just pop over to the YouTube channel and make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification button so you can keep up to date with all the episodes.